Welcome back, everybody. It's October. This is a recap of my monthly newsletter. You haven't heard back from me in 2 months because there really wasn't that much to report, but that's exactly what there is to report. That seasonality. We actually saw a slowdown in August and September. Not to be confused, though, with the fact that the market is slow. The market was a frenzy over the past quarter since the spring. That has moderated. The market is actually running red hot. The third quarter saw the largest number of closings we have seen in 8 years. Resale prices are up 3% from the prior quarter and 17% over a year ago. And it's all due to supply and demand. Demand has outstripped supply. Imagine that a year ago in the fall, we had approximately 9,500 units on the market for sale. By the end of summer, it was only 5,900. That is a 38% drop in inventory. And it happened because sellers are finally now starting to adjust to the demand of the buyers. They're adjusting to the marketplace and deals are starting to happen. And deal activity is contagious. And it always is. Once it starts, it doesn't stop. And that's what's helped us reach that spike, that 8-year spike. And consequently, the days on the market, because of the busyness, the activity in the marketplace, the number of days on the market for properties has also shrunk by about 25%. And remember, the interest rates are also still near record lows. But the seasonality is indicative of a return to normalcy. A slow August, September, that point where buyers actually have an opportunity to kind of jump in and seize a property where it's quite slow. And September is always very, very weird. It marks the end of summer, there's Labor Day, there's everybody getting back to school, there's the religious holidays, and all of those events are disruptions in the momentum of the marketplace. So it's only now that we're going to start to identify what is actually happening this fall. And what we're seeing, because the fall is a very short, intense market. It's really essentially from Labor Day till the second or third week of November. And what we're starting to see is all the inventory that was taken off start to come on. All the new inventory as well, the new stuff, also starting to come on, so inventory is rising. Buyers are also far less distracted than they were in September, so now they're really getting intense. Sellers also understand that every offer they get must get a tremendous amount of attention. Because the market is so short, if they don't identify a buyer by the second, third week of November, it's probable that they may have their properties until really well into the spring. Foreigners, we haven't seen foreigners in big numbers yet, but they're bound to start coming. And aside from that obstacle of them getting in, I think the biggest obstacle for foreigners is the fact that the US dollar since May has started to strengthen. So it's making things a little bit more expensive for them. But when they get here, they are going to jump in because they see the market activity, that upward pressure on price. And the fact is that really, the market, we're only about 70% back as far as New York being completely back, is how it feels, and everybody being back to work. Meaning that there's a tremendous runway. There's a lot of opportunity for price appreciation. And as a buyer, that's a good thing. On the rental side of things, I laugh because one of my colleagues, there's been a complete 180. A year ago, he said it was a complete dumpster fire where landlords couldn't rent properties. They were giving away free months rent. Rents were very, very low. Now, with everybody returning, the past 3 or 4 months has seen that market completely turn around. That market is so competitive and so difficult to find a property. So if you're looking for a rental, I wish you the best of luck. That's why I think you should consider buying, because the dynamics are really still in your favor. The market is starting to turn in the seller's favor, but from a standpoint of where we'll be in 2 or 3 years, we're going to look back at this time as a tremendous buying opportunity. So you can see that Manhattan, it's really surging. And I think that really everybody is coming back to be on the playground again, because that's what this city is. It's a playground. It's a playground for your thoughts, for your ideas, for your interests. It's the best place to live in the world. And okay, I'm just saying. But anyhow, every Thursday, remember that every Thursday at 4 o'clock, I host a show called Burrows and Burbs with my dear colleague, John Engel, who's in Connecticut. We talk about all things New York real estate and the surrounding suburbs. That's actually today at 4 o'clock. And until I see you again in November, have a fantastic fall, and that's it. Goodbye.